What is yoga? There's so many different styles of yoga. You can have power yoga, you can have easy yoga, you can have restorative, so many different styles, but they're all about moving energy. Prana. In Chinese medicine they call it qi, in yoga we call it prana. But we want the prana to flow better so you feel better. This is also if there is pain in your body somewhere. This is an energy blockage. This also means we want to, a lot of, what is stress? Stress is an emotion that you stick into your shoulders or your lower back or your belly or wherever you have pain. So by moving the blockage, by doing a yoga pose, you take the pain away. So this is also, whenever there's an energy blockage, there's pain. So we want to create energy flowing better in the body, and breath is another tool that we use. So we use the breath as the fuel behind the prana. So this is also a couple things I want to play with today so that we can see why you do the poses. One of the most important things to do is that you sit straight up. So often I sit higher, I'm sitting on a little block, and it's nicer to sit a little higher because if I can get my spine straight, most of the energy runs up and down your spine. And then you stack the bones and it becomes easier to sit straight up and down. If I take my cushion away, my knees come up above my hips, I have to round my belly, tighten my belly and round my back, and it's harder to sit this way for a long time, and I also shut off energy. So by raising my hips, my knees go lower, my back can stay straight, and I can stack the bones, and the energy channels can open up easier so prana can flow. So one of the most important things is the spine needs to stay straight in every pose. So you want to lift your heart, your shoulders back, and shift a little bit more to the front of your sit bones, and your face is relaxed. And let's just take a deep breath. Just inhale, fill your lungs completely, and then exhale, let it go. Now I want to explain a breath technique we call Ujjayi breath. And the easiest way to explain it is like you make a breathy H, like you're cleaning your glasses or you're doing something. So it's, so do it with me, inhale. And you have to make the sound because the sound is actually a mantra, so that you pay attention to how you're breathing. So we're going to do it again, but this time you're going to close the mouth as soon as you start to exhale. So you inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and then close it right away. Do that one more time. So I feel the air in the back of my throat, making noise. On the exhale. Inhaling is almost like snoring. So you're pulling the air to the back of the throat. So I inhale and exhale through my nose, but I feel the breath in the back of my throat. This mantra, the sound in the back of the throat, helps to occupy my mind. So my mind, if I can control my breath, I can control my mind. I can slow down all of the spinning craziness, all the stuff my head tells me that's not always true. So I want to calm down the spinning of my mind. The other thing it helps me to do is when I'm doing a yoga pose, I connect the breath to the movement. So I inhale my arms up and exhale down. And every movement is connected with the breath. I also know if I'm working too hard, and if my breath is going, I'm doing too much, or if I hold my breath. I need to get to a point where my breath is always fluid and flowing and connected with my movement. So the breath is a really important link to keeping the flow in the yoga. So spine straight is very important. The energy, the prana, fueled by the breath is, I want to give you a few exercises now just to feel that. So what I want you to do, and you can sit flat on the ground or you can sit on a block if you feel more comfortable, but your spine is straight, and I want you to take your right fingertips and put them on the ground beside you. Your head is going to relax to the right, so you feel a little stretch from your ear to your shoulder. And I want you to play with that a little bit so you can feel where you feel the tightest space. Yoga is really looking for the shortest muscle, the weakest muscle. And so it's an observation. The left hand can reach just out and down, which intensifies the stretch a little bit. So you can play a little bit by letting the chin go down or up and feel the stretch across the shoulder. If we bring the hand up parallel to the ground, just keep relaxing the head to the right. But if I flex my fingertips back hard, I'm going to feel a lot of energy running into my wrist, which is actually going to feel like painful in my lower arm. So I pull back, and if I take my head up and bring my left ear to my left shoulder, the pain goes away or gets less, because I shut off energy into my arm by pulling up my shoulders. If I relax my head back to the right, more energy runs into my hand, and I feel it in my lower arm again. I want you to turn the hand palm up towards the ceiling. Keep the heart belly long. Lift the arm up, and in a diagonal line, you come sideways. You can take the right arm out a little further if you want, or even bend the elbow. Take a few deep breaths here, reaching the left arm away actively. And see if you can connect back to your breath here. Face stays relaxed. Anytime you crunch up your face in a pose, you're shutting off energy. And then come up again on an inhale. Slowly relax the hands back down. And just close the eyes for a moment and notice the difference between your right and left side. Left side feels a little more tingly and warm because the energy, prana, is flowing there. Nice. Let's do the other side. Left hand comes down, head relaxes to the left, right arm reaches actively away, and you look for the shortest muscle. You explore anything that feels a little stuck. And if you find it, then you're doing it right. The arm can come up slightly and then flex the fingertips back so you feel energy run into the wrist, into the palm, and I can shut it off by bringing my head up and taking my right ear towards my right shoulder. It gets less or goes away. But what we want to do is keep the ear as far away as you can from the shoulder so that more energy runs into the arm, and this way your arms can get stronger. Right arm floats up, turns up, and you lean a little bit to the left, keeping the chest and the belly forward. Relax the head, actively reaching the arm in a diagonal line. And take a few deep breaths here. Creating more space in every direction. The knees can be reaching down and away as well at the same time. Last breath. And on the inhale, float back up, slow motion. You can close your eyes if you like, just noticing a difference also now, a sensation in the right side of chi, prana, energy flow.